Iran and the IRGC regime decided to bomb an Israeli hospital. I thought the pro-Palestinian movement told me that all they do is attack military targets. So explain to me how an Israeli hospital is a military target. Let's take a look at what happened today in Israel. So Iran explains why it targeted a site near a hospital in southern Israel. The primary target of the attack was the Israeli military's command control and intelligence headquarters inside the Gaviam technology complex adjacent to the hospital. These facilities house thousands of soldiers as well as IDF's digital command, cyber operations, and the C4 ISR systems. The hospital was only affected by the blast wave without significant damage, while the military infrastructure was a direct and precise target. Okay, interesting. So that was a result of the blast wave. Here we go on another video from Eli David. He just said at the end, Ponafalatil, which means here is where the missile landed. This will be just the final straw for the regime. They just hit Soroka Hospital, one of the major hospitals in Israel. And Khamenei did order this. Hello Fold, who I know personally. And then arson here, we have another one. So whereas Israel strikes solely military targets in Iran, the Iranian regime fires in entire civilian population areas in Israel like today. So how is this not a war crime? The thing is like, if you could potentially make the argument that if the IDF put its Shmona Matayim, which is the 8200 intelligence unit, if they put them in the operating rooms or the emergency unit rooms, or where women are delivering babies, or where there's open heart surgery, if they put their compounds in those parts of the hospital, people, yeah, you can make the argument that they probably shouldn't embed themselves within civilian populations. That's not what Israel does. Hence, this hospital was not a military target. It's not rocket science. And you still have people in the world who are commenting, free Iran, all eyes on Iran. It's like, yo, I feel like there are people in the world who don't even watch the news and would be able to pick this up in 5 or 10 minutes and be like, well, one of them seems deliberately like it's just trying to kill civilians, and one of them seems like it's deliberately just trying to fight a war. And unfortunately, in that war, civilians will die. But it does seem pretty clear-cut at this point. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. You can't have perfect. Show me a war where there was perfect. I'll wait. Okay, so there isn't a war where there's perfect. So since we can all agree that there's no such thing as perfect, what we can do is this thing called precaution, this thing called mitigation, prevention. How do we have moral implementations into our army's tactics to limit the amount of people that die during a war? Because we can agree that there will be some that die, but how can we prevent the amount that do? Well, that's what the IDF does. And they start by not putting the people who work in the IDF inside of hospitals. I feel like I'm putting together a poem right now. This is a violation of war. You can't do this. The video you guys just saw, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You can't just bomb a hospital. You can't just do it. Israel, however, has military targets that they're going after that are inside of hospitals. Not only are they inside of hospitals, the people who are the military targets themselves are dressed up like hospital clerks. And they drive the ambulances. And they are literally the ones doing the open heart surgery. What else do you expect another enemy to do? And in this case, I'm saying enemy because the Gazan Health Ministry and Hamas consider Israel its enemy. What do you think they're going to do? If they don't go for them, they continue to do what we saw in this video, which is kill people in a hospital. This game of ping pong, ladies and gentlemen, is only beginning to go faster and more rapid. And I was hiking this morning in central South Africa in the morning, and just as I was going up, my phone was going off with more alerts at 6:30, 7:30 in the morning in Israel of it getting attacked. We're going to see a complete transformation, mark my words. Mark my words. This is the incision that is happening in real time. We are seeing it. We are witnessing it. The IRGC is falling. There will be no more hospitals like this in Israel that are destroyed. No more. Nuh-uh. You crossed the red line. You crossed it a long time ago. You're continuing to cross other ones too. Let's play. Let's play. You think you can defeat the Jews? You can't. They're the chosen people. They are blessed. They are blessed. You envy that. People envy that. People hate that. So they choose so many different means to destroy them because you can't have what they have. So you only have one other avenue, which is violence and fear and intimidation and propaganda and trying to shift people's minds to think that what your narrative is because you envy blessed people is the right one. And then you get people into your camp of thinking to make it seem like that is the actual right historical narrative, but it's not. Sorry, you can't change history. Israel's not going anywhere. The army's only getting stronger. Every single time that you bomb a hospital, what do you think is going to happen? You think we're getting weaker? Are you crazy? I can't wait to go back in a little bit. I can't wait to go back and see my people. I can't wait to go back and see what the country is doing. Forget politics. I don't want to talk about politics. Don't even put politics into the comment section. You want to bomb hospitals in my hometown? Deliberately? And you don't want to drop pamphlets. You don't want to call ahead of time and say that you're going to come in. You don't want to create humanitarian corridors for the people to get out. You don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do that, what is your motive? Is it targeting civilians or is it not targeting civilians? You can't have both. Pick one. Pick one. Look really deep into what this war is and what's been happening. You will find the answers. You will find the answers. Thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you next video. If you want to continue the conversation, you can support my work for free. Discord does not cost a thing. It is the best way to connect with me and others who are seeking the truth. The link is in the description. But if you want to take it one step further, my Patreon gives you access to the Israel you don't see, uncovering the untold stories of what mainstream media does not show you. The link is in the description and it helps me to continue this work. Or if you're just looking to help this thing go, PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee is a really easy way to support me. This channel, this work does not happen without all of you. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you next time.